Welcome to the exciting world of front-end web development. This course is designed to guide you through the fundamental and the intermediate level of building a modern and beautiful responsive website through the use of modern technologies. So I'll be walking you through the process right from beginning to the end, and we'll be practicalizing so many things, and I want you to follow along because the course is going to be interesting. So before we start, I must you must have been thinking, what is front-end web development? Well, it is as simple as front-end web development is actually talking about the physical components of a website that user sees. Now, let me come up with a website here. Okay, yes, this is one of our websites here. So looking at this website, we can see so many things, starting from the title bar, the address bar, the navigation menus, the carousel, then other related things there. So you notice that these things are actually, they are visual to the users, which happens to be me. I happens to be the visitor of this website. So this content I am seeing on my screen are actually the front end part of a website. So this is the part where the user interacts with. Yes, so I interact with this interface. So by so doing, I can interact. For instance, let me just click on teacher login, for instance. Now the moment I click on it, the front end will respond to my command. You can see it has redirected me to enter my school code. So now the essence is this: the front end is telling us about the physical components of a website that the user interacts with, which consists of text, images, links, and so on and so forth. So this is another website. Let me show you. I have another website here. So when you look at this is a functional website, Institute of Medical Store Administrators of Nigeria. Yes, I built this website for this institute. So you can see so many things on the screen. You can see their address, the image, related pictures, and the likes. So now once I scroll, you see some things there which are combined together from pieces to make the website fully functional. So majorly in this lecture, you will learn all the core concepts that makes up all these websites and their functions and how you can use them as a beginner and even as an intermediate. So majorly, website is more or less like a collection of books with different pages, and every book must have a cover. So the cover is referred to as home page when it comes to web development. So for instance, now the very first page that opens up anytime you visit a website is called the home page, and another name for home page, we can also call it landing page. So this page is more or less like the book cover. Then other sub pages under in the website are the books, the pages in the textbook. So now front end development. Front end development is actually the physical part of the website, like I said, and this is what the user see and interact with. So when you look at backend, backend is the backend is not visible to the user. It means this is where the logic of the website actually take place. I mean the back end. So we will not be focusing on back end, but we'll be doing little of data writing and the likes. We'll be doing little of code operation. So well, to start with this course, we'll be focusing on front end web development. So any website you see is either it is solely a front end web development, a front end website, or a website which is synchronized with a database. any website that you see, and any website that requests user information, maybe you want to log in, it requires you to fill your name or stuff like that, definitely the website must have a back end feature. So there will be a back end logic which happens to be like the brain of the website. So the front end is like the components we see that the user interact with, the buttons, the pictures, and the likes you see on the screen. So the back end is not visible to the users. So majorly we have front end web developer and we have back end web developer. So front-end web developer are those that build the beautiful structures, they combine buttons, images, links, and the likes together to make a beautiful and responsive website. While back-end developer work on the behavior of the website, the logic aspects of the website. For instance, the login system, authentication system, submitting of forms, payment gateway, and other necessary server-side logic that is related. So these two, the combination of these two makes up what we call full stack web developer. Full stack web developer is actually a developer that actually knows how to build from front end, connect the front end to the back end, then make it a fully functional application. So majorly it's not everybody that can actually become a full stack web developer. So some we only focus on front end. So this one is mostly related to the UI, UX, and the likes. So while the back end is focuses on the logic, and each of these components has their own the technologies that makes them very possible to achieve. So as a front-end web developer, so here are the front-end technologies recent and that is widely in demand when it comes to job market. So we have the HTML, the CSS, JavaScript, Angular JS, then React JS. There are many of them. So I just try to streamline to these few programming languages. So we'll be covering majority of all these programming languages. So during the course of this front-end web development. So this is the overview of what we are going to be doing, and at the end of this lecture, at the end of this course, you will be able to build a fully functional website starting from scratch to completing, and you will learn how to host them on the World Wide Web. And so by so doing, you improve on your skills with personal projects, and even if you bid for projects, you can start building them on your own, and by so doing you make more money. So I hope you're going to have a pleasant coding experience. So that is what we'll be covering today. So thank you very much.